So. Hi, I'm Samantha, and this is Robert Alvarez. He is who I chose to do my philosopher's assignment on. I figured who better than to use than my boyfriend and kind of get a little bit of an idea of his opinion on leadership. So, Robert, why don't you tell me about your perspective on leadership and today's current state in society?
Okay, yeah, no problem. Thank you for having me, Sam, first and foremost. In my opinion, leadership is having the ability to foster those around you, under you, and over you, and spur them on to greater heights. Now, with that said, the Army, way back when, came up with a great acronym that we use as the Army Core Values, and it's ironically called leadership, but it's spelled LDRSHIP, and that stands for loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage. Now, those are all great building blocks to help you become a better leader, but a lot of times people mistake leadership as a personal trait, a certain position that you may hold, or in the military, a rank. And that's a common misconception, because you can be put into a position and not be good at leading those around you. And we refer to those people as bosses instead of leaders. We don't revere them in our eyes as somebody that we can be mentored by. And a lot of the times people are put into positions that they don't necessarily deserve those positions because they don't have that leadership trait, but they're great at a certain aspect in their job. Say Billy is the best grape picker at a factory, and management has taken note and decided, hey, Billy needs to get promoted into a leadership position. So now Billy is a leader of all the grape pickers. Well, that's great and all, but he has no leadership experience or anything like that. So that star fizzles out. The company is suddenly like, what went wrong? And the blame is obvious. He just didn't have leadership. Now all the staff is unmotivated to work because they don't feel like they're being taken care of properly, and that goes on to society as well, and how it relates to a lot of jobs and a lot of organizations, is that you don't see true leadership out there anymore. And leadership is, like I said, it's not a personal trait. It's something that's built by training, education, and most importantly, experience, of which leadership is passed from leader to leader. So having mentors, like you're my mentor, I take a lot from you, and that makes me into a better person, that makes me into a better leader. So it's about grasping onto somebody and, like I said at the beginning, being fostered and spurred on by somebody else. And that's pretty much what I think leadership is.
Okay, well, what about society's current state?
A lot of the time, like I said, a lot of people mistake leadership as a personal trait, and with that said, they're blind to see that it's not. It's something that's learned. It's something that's taught from mentor to peer, and there's not a lot of it going on. There's a lot of false leaders and not enough followers that are trying to become leaders. Pretty much the age-old saying of too many chiefs, not enough Indians, but those chiefs, unfortunately, are not true chiefs.
So, okay. So I want to kind of go back. First off, so now I know I'm supposed to do a rebuttal, but it's very difficult because I pretty much agree with everything he said. And as someone who is a veteran, speaking to another veteran, we tend to have a lot of the same thoughts and beliefs on what leadership would be. But I absolutely love the Billy story. I'm not sure why he's picking grapes. That's a story for another day, I guess. But the 5 dysfunctions book that we had to read in one of the other classes talks about Kathy, who I believe her name was Kathy, and she's the like new person that comes in as the new CEO for the company. And she tells a story about when she was working like earlier on in her career, and she decided to promote someone that was really fantastic, but really irritated a lot of other people because he worked so hard and things got put on him. And so she said, what better thing to do than to promote him, right? And so here's their Billy getting promoted, and he did a horrible job, and like sales went down. He wasn't meant to be in that position. And what's funny is that, not funny, it's horrible, she got fired because she's the one that made a poor leadership choice in putting someone where they really weren't meant to be. But I mean, I completely agree with that. It's, you know, really need to look at someone and the skills that they have and put them in a position where they're best suited. Not everybody is going to be a leader. Like, not everybody is capable of doing something like that. And people can learn it, but some people are comfortable being a follower. Some people are comfortable being the ones that do that other work. So,
and a lot of the times, leaders, it doesn't have to be necessarily they don't have to be the best leader per se. Take example you go back to your middle school, high school days where you have the more popular people or a specific person in a clique where people just latch onto them better, more so than other people. And they're good at guiding people generally, but there could be someone in the wings that's better for that situation. And that's where it ties into companies, organizations, sometimes picking the wrong type of people, same with society, following the wrong type of people. And that's generally just bad leadership,
yeah.
quite frankly.
Well, all right. Well, thank you so much for answering my questions and kind of giving me a little bit of a look into your head. So I hope you enjoyed my interview. And I think that's about it.
Thank you.